I'm trying something a little bit different with this video, so if the lighting is weird, just kind of bear with me while I work everything out. But I have been trying to think of different kinds of video ideas that I could do instead of reactions to, K-pop music videos all the time. And I thought this one would be interesting to do, even though I've never talked about this topic on my channel before. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but I keep a K-pop journal, and not so much like really recently, but I have been pretty active in the community, and I thought it would be cool to do a video about spread ideas in case, somebody needs them. And they apply to beginners as well as people who have been doing it a long time, because on both spectrums, beginners don't know where to start usually, and when you've made so many, you kind of start to run out of ideas. So I thought it would be helpful for many different kinds of people. But also, I don't think it's only going to apply to a K-pop journal. I think you could really adapt these ideas for any kind of journal, like a bullet journal or so on. If you're not sure what a K-pop journal is, this might not be the best video to come to. The K-pop journal is basically just a journal that you write about K-pop in. If something interesting happened and you want to talk about it, you put it in your K-pop journal. And I've seen a lot of people confused over whether or not you can put personal stuff in K-pop journals, and I'll get into that later, but I 100% think it's okay. Like, if you want to talk about something that happened in your day, you totally can. Maybe put some K-pop stickers on it, and there you go. Like, it's still K-pop themed. It's basically just whatever you want to write about with K-pop accents, I guess. So, this is going to be a bunch of spread ideas, and if you don't know what a spread is, I'll try to explain that as well really quickly. It's basically how your journal pages look. It can be 1 page or 2 pages. I think a lot of people associate it with being 2 pages because it's like a spread, like a layout, but it's basically just how you've put everything together, or just how it all looks together. I don't know if that's 100% the best way to explain it, but that's all I can think of. So I thought of 20 ideas for spreads that you can do in your journal in case you don't have any ideas of your own. So let's just get right into it. These are in no specific order. They're just kind of how I thought of them along the lines. So they're not like more important as they go or less important. Just keep that in mind. So the first thing is pretty much something that I've seen everyone suggest when you first start a journal. But it could also work if you have had a journal and maybe haven't done this before. Doing a bio for yourself is always a good way to start, because then you can kind of talk about yourself and set maybe like a foundation for what the rest of the journal could be. So basically, you talk about maybe, hi, my name is whatever, I'm so many years old, today I started the journal, and then put the date, and then maybe list things like your favorite groups or whatever. Just talk about yourself and like introduce yourself. Even though it's your journal and you're probably the only one that's going to see it, it kind of will get the ball rolling with like your creativity. That's how it was for me, at least. The second one is writing about comebacks. Now, I don't particularly do this one that often because I'm just really behind in comebacks most of the time. If one of your favorite groups had a comeback and you're really, really excited about it, you can put that in your journal and talk about it. The third one is make a page or 2 about your biases in K-pop. Your bias from each group, or if you have multiple biases in one group, just talk about your biases, because why not? 4 is any concerts you may go to, if you go to any concerts. And a cool thing you can do is include your ticket on the page, or, if you're able to take pictures, you can print them out and put them on your page, and it's lovely. I've seen them done, and it's lovely. The 5th one is just events that have happened recently that you want to talk about, that you think you have a lot to say about, and you just kind of want to say it, and you don't really have anywhere else to say it, so you say it in your journal. So, like, events that have happened, basically, like if a member leaves a group, or if a new group debuts, or, just like events that happen. 6th one is K-dramas and movies that you enjoy, or maybe new ones that you've watched and you kind of want to give your own little review on them. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like I have to say much else. 7th is fashion. I've seen this myself but never actually attempted it myself because I don't even know where I would start. But basically it's like, if you see an idol wearing an outfit that you really like, or if there's an idol whose clothes you just always really like, you can talk about it, kind of analyze it. It's another pretty self-explanatory one. 8 is something I have tried and pretty much failed at, and it is playlists. Put together a bunch of songs that go into maybe a certain category or fit a theme. Put them together. Make your page look how you want that theme to like be represented. You know, if it's a sad playlist, a bunch of sad songs, some clouds, rain, or something. I don't know, whatever makes you feel sad. But anything, basically anything. And they don't have to have themes. You can just put a bunch of your favorite songs and there you go. 9 is challenges, and unless you're pretty active in the journaling community, you might not know exactly what this is. You'd have to follow a bunch of different pages probably to even find them in the first place, but there's a bunch of them on Instagram, and I really recommend finding people whose journal style matches what you like, or maybe what you want, and eventually they'll probably do a challenge of their own, and then you can, it's like there's a whole bunch of different things that fall under the challenge category. It could be like collabs with other people, or those, there are things that people make for Instagram that are like, one is the Monbebe journey, and it's like Monsta X themed every week. They just look fun. I've never done them myself. I'm scared of them. Not for me, but maybe for you. 10 is, again, like I said, under the events category, new groups that you've maybe discovered, or groups that have debuted that you like. Basically self-explanatory again, just talk about new groups. 11 is new favorite things. So basically, you find a song you like, you find a group you like, all in like the same week, you want to talk about it, you just clump them all together and put them on a page. Super easy. 12 is pretty much exactly the same as the last one, but you just do monthly favorites instead of like new favorites. So at the end of every month, talk about things that you enjoyed that month. 13 is profiles of your favorite groups. I'm sure pretty much every K-pop fan has looked at online profiles for groups that they like, where it tells you their name, their birthday, their blood type, their position, fun facts about them, their ideal type, stuff like that. You can make profiles for your favorite groups. I've done this myself a couple of times. They don't always turn out great, but that might just be me. But it's actually really fun. You find pictures of all of them, and then you can, you know, it's just fun. I don't know how to explain that. 14 is birthdays. I personally have tried to make birthday spreads myself. I tried to do monthly calendar type things, where in the beginning of the month I say whose birthday it is, and then through the month I try to make spreads for everybody. Not everybody, because that's a lot, but I still haven't figured out a good balance of what looks good and how to make the layout look good, like with all the days of the month. It's stressful, but try it out. Birthday spreads are actually really fun too. If it's somebody you're like super passionate about, you can just end up talking forever and filling the whole page, or you could just say like happy birthday and put a bunch of cute stuff on the page. It's up to you. 15 could be your goals for your journal, or goals for if you have a YouTube or Instagram, or goals for like school and you want to meet those goals, you know? Basically, whatever goals you have can go in your journal. Like I said, it doesn't have to all just be K-pop. You could do anything you want. It's your turn. 16, this is one I actually really love doing. Put your dreams in your journal. I know a lot of people have dreams and then they don't remember them once they wake up, or they think they don't dream at all. For me, I have very vivid dreams. Not very often, but pretty often, and a good amount of the time they're K-pop related, which I still don't understand. Like, I don't know how that happens. Talk about your dreams. It's a good way to remember your dreams, especially if it was one that you really liked or maybe were frustrated by. 17 is a to-do list. Again, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. Just put things that you want to get done. It could be that week, it could be the month, it could be just in general things you want to get done. To-do list. Groups you want to get into. etc. 18 is anniversaries. These can be really fun to do as well. Actually, all spreads can be fun if you're like inspired. When I'm not inspired, they usually turn out awful. But anniversaries can be really fun because you get to kind of reflect on a group's past and like all the things that they've accomplished, their achievements, things like that. And it's just like so nice, so interesting to just kind of remember, you know. 19 is just important things in general. I'm not really sure exactly what I was planning when I wrote important things down, but important things, I guess. I have to rush through this last one because my camera's gonna die. But the last one is basically just like a diary entry. You know, you could fill something out every day. You don't have to decorate the page. You could do it over time, which is a lot of people do that, and it seems to work well for them. I'm someone who has to like complete a page when I sit down and do it, and that's a problem. So don't force yourself to finish something. But that's basically it. That's all 20, and I'm sorry if it was a little bit rushed towards the end or if I didn't explain things really well. And I'm sorry if you can hear buzzing. That's my light that I have on, and I didn't realize it was buzzing until just now. And I'm at the end of the video, so oops. But anyway, I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions about journaling, you can feel free to ask me. I haven't even been doing it a year yet, but I feel like I've been doing it forever because it's just, once you start doing it and getting better at it, it becomes more fun. When you're not doing as well, it can kind of be discouraging. But keep in mind, you don't have to be like amazing like these people that you see online right away. It's okay to get there over time. They've had plenty of practice, I'm sure. A lot of them have been doing it for years. So if you've only just started and you're frustrated with how bad your journal spreads look, don't worry about it. You'll get better at it. Plus, once you start investing in more things, like tools and supplies and stuff, you're going to get way better at it, and it's going to feel so much better. So just keep going. I love you. Don't give up on it. Trust me. It's really therapeutic and just fun. Thank you for watching. If you have any video ideas that you'd like me to do, talk about, whatever, feel free to let me know. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.